Main things that we're going to talk about today is I'm going to chop it up about the history of these LLCs, right? I'm going to talk about the history of the LLCs. All right, so today's discussion, we are going to begin with the history of LLCs. There are nine principal forms of business organizations, right? Sole proprietorship, C corporation, S corporation, general partnership, limited partnership, limited liability company, limited liability partnership, limited partnership, and low profit LLC, sometimes also known as a L3C. All right, the LLC it's relatively a new form of business organization, guys. In the state of Wyoming, that was the first state to authorize LLCs in 1977, right? Now, it wanted to provide an organization that had the tax benefits of a partnership and the limited liability benefits of a corporation. So during the next 12 years, Florida was the only other state that enacted LLC laws. Other states were reluctant to enact LLC laws because there was too much uncertainty regarding the tax consequences of an LLC. It was fresh, it was new, so the courts hadn't really heard any cases or, to be able to set any precedents. Um, Now, the IRS at first, they proposed to tax LLCs as corporations because none of the owners had unlimited liability as they do in a partnership. And what the IRS did was it issued proposed regulations to that effect in 1980. The proposed regulations had received little support and were later withdrawn in 1983. Now, after a 6-year study of the limited liability issue, the IRS announced in 1988 that an entity could be taxed as a partnership even if none of the owners were personally liable. Later that year, it issued a ruling that a Wyoming LLC would be classified as a partnership for federal tax purposes. Now, after the 1988 ruling, the other states enacted laws authoring LLCs or authorizing LLCs. Now, 2 states enacted LLC laws in 1990. 4 states enacted LLC laws in 1991. 10 states enacted LLC laws in 1992. All of the states in the District of Columbia now have LLC laws. And that tells you just how fresh and new that the LLCs are because I graduated in 1990 myself. So now in 1996, the Treasury issued a final regulation permitting almost all LLCs with 2 or more members to be classified as partnerships. They were issued in response to the numerous state limited liability statutes that blurred the distinction between corporations and partnerships. The regulations are referred to as the check the box regulations because they permit LLCs and most other unincorporated entities to select classification as a proprietorship, partnership, or corporation by checking the applicable box on an IRS form. The regulations remove much of the uncertainty regarding the tax consequences of forming an LLC. Now, in 1995, the National Conference of Commissioners on Uniform State Laws approved and recommended for enactment in all of the states the Uniform Limited Liability Company Act, or also known as ULLC. It now includes a 2006 revision called the Revision Uniform Limited Liability Company Act. Now, as of 2021, the Uniform Act or the Revised Uniform Act has been adopted by 19 states. In 2002, LLCs became the most prevalent form of partnership, constituting 42.2% of all partnerships in existence during that year. LLPs are similar to LLCs with several exceptions. An LLP is a general partnership in which the partners have limited personal liability. In most states, the partners are not personally liable for LLC debts, contract obligations, torts, or other liabilities unless the partner personally guaranteed the debt or the debt arose from the partner's own negligence or wrongful act. Now, some states provide that a partner is only shielded from liability for the torts, negligence, or other wrongful acts of other partners. but not for contractual obligations. An existing general partnership may become an LLP by filing a statement of registration or qualification with the Secretary of State or other governmental agency. There is no new entity created or transfer of partnership assets. In some states, an LLP may be a newly formed general partnership. Each state now allows LLPs. Most states allow LLPs to conduct any type of business. California provides that an LLP may only engage in the business of architecture, accounting, engineering, land surveying, or law. LLPs must maintain a registered agent with the state and file annual reports. The LLP is taxed in the same manner as a general partnership and in a similar manner to an LLC that is classified as a partnership. A growing number of states permit the formation of limited liability limited partnerships. Now, this entity is a limited partnership, but unlike an LLP, that is a general partnership. The LLLP statutes extend liability protection to the general partner. The general partner has the same protections against personal liability as limited partners in a LLP. All right. So, that is a brief history of LLCs. I just kind of wanted to get that out there. This is just one of my first videos of many to come. As y'all know, man, I've been super busy. I've been having a lot going on, but guess what? No more distractions. I'm going to put this content out there for y'all to see, to utilize, and to implement in your lives and in your business life. Just keep following these videos, y'all. Keep following them because I'm going to go step by step by step and provide y'all with some very, very valid information. So I just kind of wanted to give a brief history of LLCs. Corporations, they go all the way back to the 1900s. So at the very beginning of the 20th century, it's kind of when corporations were formed and rolled out. And at some point, I'm gonna do a history on that as well. All right, but peace out, man. I'm gonna try to connect some links and different things like that as I go on with doing this because I'm not finna stop. I just, this is simple and this is easy. I like the avatar. It works really well, for what I got going on. So we're gonna rock with this right here. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead in this video. Say, man, peace. I'm gonna put some Cash App tags and stuff like that up under there and try to see, how that's gonna go because of course I don't have that many followers or subscribers or anything like that. So I'm not monetized. But you can go ahead and drop something in the Cash App. I'm gonna put the Cash App below. It's gonna be scrolling below, or it's gonna be in the comments. It's gonna be somewhere. All right. So peace, love, and hair grease. So now what? Okay, I was going to say I know I'm recording. Don't you tell me. That shit be a stop record button. Which where is it? Okay, so why is it up there now?